getting weak.
Getting weaker?
Oh, that's sick.
Magnet.
We're about to start, guys. I'll go ahead and recap. So, last session, you guys went down and discovered the mansion because you had heard that Esmeralda was down there, and everyone was saying that it sounded like it was like a haunted mansion. And so you guys went down and investigated and came across some weird things like shadows on the walls and stuff like that, and came across a really terrible trap that separated you guys from one of your members and had a battle with like some phantasm warriors, and but you were able to persevere through it and take care of that. And then as you guys explored some more, you came into this big hall, and there was this undeadly figure there resting, and he kind of warned you to leave him alone, and kind of said like, hey, if anyone tries to kill Strahd, then I will destroy those people, because he thinks that Strahd's current state is worse than being freed from it by death. And then you guys kept exploring some more, and you went outside to the mausoleum, and you finally found Esmeralda, and then you guys went back to Vallaki, and when you got back to Vallaki, you guys had a appointment to go to the book club meeting with the new burgomaster, Lady Voctor. And when you got to her house, there was it seemed like no one was there, but the doors were open. You guys kind of looked around, went upstairs. You heard some meowing upstairs in one of the rooms that was locked. And then as you guys were going to go down and possibly leave, Lady Voctor shows up and says, hey, you're just in time, and escorts you down into their meeting room. And turns out they summoned a demon, and you guys had a big battle and took care of that. And after the battle was over, realizing, oh man, town doesn't have a burgomaster anymore, you guys sneakily went back to the Blue Water Inn to bunk in for the night and kind of hope things blow over and see what happens in the morning. And so that's where we have left off. You guys have had a long rest, so you should be fully rested and level 7. And you guys want to start up in your rooms or down and having breakfast in the inn, or?
Breakfast.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, so I'll just assume we all have.
You guys go down to have breakfast. You're trying to like look like hey, nothing's going on. We're
we just didn't kill the
yeah.
leader of the
And
town.
you don't see the two sons of Lady Voctor. And normally they're there by now drinking and acting silly, but they're not there. Danica is serving. She gives you guys your usual, because you guys have been pretty regular there now, so she knows what you want. And you guys are left to have breakfast and talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
I wave over to Danica.
And she goes, oh yes, down.
Is there any news outside about the town, or?
Not yet. No, it's pretty quiet. The only thing out of the ordinary is that the two sons aren't here. No, yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty quiet morning. Why? What's up?
Nothing.
Okay. She goes back to serve. About this time, Esmeralda comes down from the private quarters, and she's like, "Oh, hey, gentlemen, good morning. So what's the word?"
Set out to the marsh.
Yep.
And what are we looking for in the marsh?
Crazy demon hag?
The hag. Yeah.
And she goes, "It's gonna be a challenging fight. I think I'll come with you guys in case there's some issues. Do you guys want to leave right away, or do you have anything else to do in town?"
I don't think there's anything we need to do here, so we can talk to Danica about using the horses again.
Okay. that sounds like a good idea. She goes, let me just go. She goes, let me go get my weapons and everything, and I'll meet you guys at the stables. So she goes up to get ready after finishing her breakfast.
And then I asked Danica.
And she goes, yeah. They're still they're still in the stables. You guys can use them for sure. And she goes, when you're heading down to the ruins, or in the marsh, well, we have some allies of ours that have been kind of keeping an eye on the place and kind of give us information. One of them is named Muriel, and we have not heard from her in a few days. Normally, she gives us some information. So if you could keep an eye out for her, and any other, if you see any ravens or anything, let us know as well. They help us.
Well, do you have any description of Muriel? And is there something that we can keep on hand to treat your ravens nicely?
Well, she'll be wearing like all these keepers of the feathers, they're called, seem to have like these feather type of coats, and so she said just keep an eye out for someone with a similar coat as mine. Don't worry. I mean, the ravens know that you're on our side. So if you see any like in trouble or whatever, let us know.
Okay. All right. Well, not the good morning to linger.
Don't firebolt ravens.
And then she's okay. Yeah, go. Hopefully you guys have a safe journey and you make it back. I hear it's pretty dangerous down there.
We hope we make it back too.
And you guys gear up, get ready to go. Esmeralda's in the stables, and she says, hopefully, we won't have any issues. But if I am slain, please take my weapons and make sure that Strahd is destroyed. She's just like very serious.
Let's make sure you don't
Well, I hope so too.
meet any unfortunate.
I hope so too. But I just want to, just in case. So you guys you travel out. You go out the west gates. As you're leaving, the guards are kind of like looking at you. Like, oh, going out again, huh?
Yep.
All right. Well, be safe.
Hopefully we'll see you this evening or tomorrow.
Okay. And you guys start heading west, and then just a little bit further west, there's the one of the intersections, the one that's like kind of less traveled, that has like this certain death. You start certain death sign that you guys have now come to know. You head down that way, and you travel down this path for a good 2 hours, and it's still like you're able to use the horses on this path. But then you get to a point where the path kind of almost just ends, not abruptly, but just kind of wears out, and you can tell that things are getting a little more muddy and a little swampy, and it's really, really like the fog is getting really foggy. And after a while, let me go ahead and open this. After a while, you're coming, you're heading south, and you see a river you've kind of been following a river, and what you're seeing is you're coming here. You see a bunch of ruined cottages and stuff like that, and each square is 100 feet, by the way. So this is huge, right? And further down, you see a big giant hut that looks like it was built on top of a tree stump of a really huge tree.
A recent construction compared to the rest of this?
It looks intact. And then from within the fog across the river, you see a blinking kind of light
Go over this way.
over like up in the mound there. Yeah, and that looks kind of like it goes a little hill there. Yeah, and you guys are kind of where like that road ends right there. Yeah.
So that's, the hut's about 1,000 feet away from where we are.
Yeah.
And is the ground in here also marshy? Or
Yeah, it's all pretty swampy, really soft. You could tell at one point that this creek just kind of swelled up and just like destroyed everything around it. And it's still, you can tell that there's some buildings and stuff further out, but the fog is kind of like blocking or making it hard to see what that is. And you keep looking across the river, and there's just like this kind of solid blink, like consistent blinking light. And Ezra's like, so, what do you guys want to do? I see a light blinking. I see some ruins.
We don't have a chest set that looks like that.
300 feet
So
across the
probably
river.
the pieces that that Leslie gave us.
I don't think we're gonna cross the river. Unless, is there anything like laying across it that we could walk across or get to the other side if we wanted to?
So you go down and look to kind of investigate, and it looks like it's only about 10 feet deep across the whole way.
We are.
only 10?
Well, I guess but you're on horses, so you could ford it.
true. Blinking light, spooky hut.
Spooky hut.
That's what I did.
I would assume the blinking light is probably our help.
Not the green.
That was my thought.
Not solid?
That's me assuming. We know how well assuming works in here. We assume the kids weren't ghosts. And look how that turned out.
Are there any ravens flying around?
You don't see anything, any sign of life of anything. The only thing you can make out is a couple in these areas here scattered. You see a couple scarecrows posted up.
Are they tracking us with their eyes?
You can't tell; it's a little too foggy. You can just see the shapes kind of just, hanging.
Unless they're actual bodies.
I'm not afraid of fire spells.
That's just water.
I'm kind of indifferent. I can
If
do it.
it is help, it will be helpful to have.
But if it's not help,
It'd be helpful to be at full health.
So we can take the road and kind of head a little bit further inland and go around the perimeter, or continue through. How tall are these walls?
Let's see if it says. As far as organization, is probably my least favorite chapter because of the way things are. It says low stone wall, so I'm going to assume 5 feet. Like, you can probably see over them if you saw some movement.
Unless, of course, it's crouching down like a road.
If we had one. So we could probably tie the horses here and go on foot and see if the hag's in the hut.
Sure.
Light's got me curious.
yeah, I'm kind of curious too. Let's draw it across the river.
It's out of place.
It's also
Should we send the ranger to check it out so we don't hit the board?
Sure.
It's also a little odd. Like, if you didn't want to be seen because you were trying to ambush us, you wouldn't blink a light.
What's the name of that monster that blinks the light to attract
Angler?
Anglerfish, yeah.
Yeah, a land anglerfish. It's just an earth dragon with a light bulb.
Opening and closing its mouth.
You gonna send just hit you across, or do you want to send your wolf across to go investigate? I'm like offering suggestions. I was just.
I'll go across the river. My wolf will like go up the mountain.
Okay. Are you gonna go on horseback across?
Yeah.
Okay. So your wolf just kind of swims across with you, and you get across safely. The river's pretty slow right now, and you get across, and you send your wolf up towards this blinking light. You notice that the blinking light stops after your wolf gets out of your vision, right? And you're listening, and you hear your wolf kind of gives like a cheerful kind of barking noise, you know, to let you like kind of saying, oh, you know, and then it comes trotting back to you, and then the light kind of starts to continue again.
I'm gonna go up.
Okay. On your horse or walk?
I'll walk.
Okay.
Actually, I'm with horse.
Okay. So you go up there with your wolf, and you come to this big, huge circle area, and you see these stones like laid out in a circle, and there's a little statue in the center, and these stones, like, they kind of range between 15 and 18 feet apart. A couple of them kind of lean inward a little bit. You see a peasant-looking woman with kind of like feathered coat, kind of tucked next to one of those stones with a lantern. And she sees you come, and so she kind of puts the lantern out, and she's kind of looking at you like, who goes there?
No. You can't read my
Muriel?
Hello?
Who goes there?
Honey, don't move the,
Friend of the feather.
Friend of the feather?
She goes,
That's smart.
who runs the inn?
We didn't know there'd be a test.
You can give me a performance roll if you can't remember.
What's your range on message?
30 feet or something.
What?
15?
Okay. And you remember it's Danica.
Danica?
That's
She goes, okay. She goes, have you brought reinforcements?
Yeah, they're across the river.
She goes, well, I'm Muriel. I work with Danica, and we've been keeping an eye on this area to help.
Did you know there's another one of those?
Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Boy, stop it! We've been tracking because the Wizard of Wines is still missing one of their green gems, and we think that the ancient witch, Baba Lysaga, has stolen it, but we can't seem to figure out where she put it. And she's so dangerous that I can't engage her on my own, so I've just been kind of watching. She flies to and from her hut.
Does she go to the tower? The tower?
The hut.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where she's staying. And how many are with you? Don't forget Esmeralda.
5.
6 total.
You said how many are with you?
5 is right.
Well, Esmeralda's with you guys.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Esmeralda's 5. How many
How
are
many
with you?
are with you?
Oh,
Not how big is your party. Not how big is your party. Your party is 6.
How big's your
With you,
party?
5.
Please.
she goes. If you're gonna face Baba, then I hope you guys are gonna be able to do it with those numbers.
We're level 7.
What does that mean? She goes, and you kind of look, and she's kind of got like this wound, right? She's kind of got a bandage, and she's kind of got blood coming out a little bit, you know. And she's like, and she goes, I got too close, and her hut attacked me. Yeah. These roots came up and whacked me right in my gut.
Do you notice the scarecrows on their move at all?
Beware of the scarecrows.
She
She controls them.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna bring her down.
What's that? She's like, I'm too wounded. I'll stay here. But if you do end up taking care of her, look for the green gem. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw one give it to the.
Oh, you did. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. So there's 3 gems. One is lost forever from long ago, before Ulrich's family even took over the Wizard of Wines. And then the one Baba took, and then I guess you must have found the other one.
Yeah.
Just be careful. She's like, I'll be fine. I just need to rest, but I just, also look for some ravens. We had some ravens trying to spy, and they've disappeared.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go down, go across the river,
Okay.
and lay everything.
All right. Yeah, and you guys are like right around here.
I think so. Did she want healing?
I think so. It doesn't look like it's gonna kill her at all.
Okay, well, I just thought 7.
Esmeralda's like, she looks kind of concerned, like, what are you guys looking for now again?
One of the gems for the Wizard of Wines.
No, but what else are you looking for?
Sword of sunlight or something like that.
Yeah.
Sergei's sword.
Ah,
I
okay.
remember the tale. I think.
Any clue in the tale as to where?
Well, I remember what Van Richten telling me of that Strahd hated that sword as much as he hated his brother because it was made of the sun. I remember you telling me, didn't you have a clue from Madame Eva?
Yeah. See a kneeling woman, a rose of great beauty plucked too soon. The master of the marsh knows of whom I speak.
She's kind of like Master of the Marsh. Well, before these were ruins, it was a village, the village of Perez. There was a burgomaster.
Another one, huh?
The villager says burgomaster.
I think his name was Laszlo, and I know that there was a beautiful woman here named Marina, and like what happened with Irina, now that we know what has happened, and how she had a soul, possibly Tatiana's, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I think that this Marina might have been another one of those that had Tatiana's soul, because Strahd seemed to take to her. But the burgomaster and the local priest, they saw what was happening, and rather than try to keep her safe, they did the unthinkable to save her soul, as they thought. And so that might be the woman. I know there's an old mansion, but that might be where the burgomaster was.
Okay.
By the house.
But this ancient witch, I've heard stories about her too. How she considers herself the true mother of Strahd. Well, let's go see. She may not be home.
That would be awesome.
Always light the hut on fire and draw her out.
I can do that.
Hey!
From how far away?
120 fireball.
Make sure, watch out for the scarecrow.
150.
Ah. I saw my horse corrected.
So you guys are kind of all talking, huddled together, and perception check from the sorcerer.
10.
Okay. You see from that area of the hut it's really really foggy and stuff. But you see something almost kind of rise up and then go in more into the clouds, like up in the air. I believe. Yeah, it goes up to about 40 feet and then it kind of flies off some more.
I couldn't make out what it was. Something just flew away from the path.
How big?
Bigger than a person.
Larger than a person?
Larger than a...
Could she have shapeshifted into a giant eagle or something and flown away?
It looked, just with your 10, you just notice it's more of like a floating and then going, not so much like a, whoosh, you know, kind of.
In which direction did it fly?
North, like kind of northwest.
Away from us.
For now?
Hopefully that was a witch. We'll find a sword.
You want to go try going down that road?
Takes two.
This one takes us closer to the old mansion.
There's ruins we could leave the horses behind. We could maybe sneak. It's a long way to sneak.
We march.
Well, we're in the marsh, so I think the closer to the mansion we are, the better. Because this is like 400 feet of probably thicker marsh than half-trotted road marsh. Either way, we're about the same distance from the hut. So.
I want to go that way because we have more cover.
Not if we're... So tie up the horses and then walk forward?
Is there like any trees around us out here that we could like tie the horses to?
Scrub brush or something?
Yeah, there's like right here, there's some like kind of bushy kind of stuff right there that at least has some branches that you could.
Well, we also hobble them. That's typically what you do with a horse in the open is you hobble it.
Yeah.
So,
We can only run away slowly.
well, you tie the two back legs together and they don't really hop well.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So,
And then which direction were you favoring to go? The
Down towards you.
southern
The
route?
southern side.
southern side of the...
If that thing that flew away starts coming back, we'll be in the position to make our escape.
escape.
Is it pretty hard to move in the marsh?
So I would say on the path, no, but once you get into the marsh, it'll be difficult terrain.
Yay! Wait,
Into the marshes where?
I can fly.
Wherever there's not a road.
Oh. Like a misty step 30 feet.
So a third of a tile. Yeah, well, let's tie up the horses because we don't want to lose them.
Right, you guys tie them up and you start walking through the ruined cottages there. Who's up front? Not the paladin.
Fine.
Ranger?
Well, just a second. I don't want to be
I
the
thought you always sent the rope.
Oh, so you want to be up front?
I'm not the road.
No, on the road.
I was gonna say. Go for it.
I'll make some room for you so you can get in there.
Second and third side by side with the ranger and dog in front.
There you go.
Use his senses in this difficult visibility. I'm assuming sound is dampened also because the fog is really foggy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's what you said.
Yeah, it's really foggy. And you guys are going through these abandoned cottages, and since the direwolf's out front, go ahead and perception check.
Wait, me? Or oh,
For the wolf. Right?
$14.
So direwolf starts to kind of snarl, and it kind of senses some beings within the abandoned cottages.
We got trouble.
And then after a few moments, you hear
I'm gonna look around. Do I see anything?
switch maps.
I'm gonna quick step up right beside the hindquarters of the wolf.
So we'll use this, like this is the path, and you guys are coming, we'll just say you're coming towards me.
Right. Are we at the first house, or are we?
You can go scoot a little further back there, bud. There you go. And then,
And the monk. Oh.
and then that one starts to kind of come out. And you guys, since you got the perception, you see some zombie-looking creatures coming. And let's roll for initiative. I'm not playing the music because it bogs in my computer.
6.
Wait, hold on, I'm not ready. Hold on. Trying something different. Okay, 6. And then
6.
Sweet. And Loki.
9.
And Fallon.
14.
At least some
Eldridge.
13.
And Daddies.
I think I'll switch places. 2 battles in a row.
Alright, Fallon's up first. You know, often these are 5-foot squares, and you off in the distance you kind of can make out three creatures.
Caramel? Cheddar?
Alright. So from where I'm currently standing, looks like I've got line of sight with, or close to line of sight with that one over there. So I'll do a crossbow attack.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Of course it hits.
So that's 8, 12 points damage.
Nice. Okay, so 12 damage. I'm using the compact tracker for D&D Beyond, just playing around, seeing how it works versus using the other things. So bear with me. All right, yeah, it goes right in. In fact, you see it step inside him. All right. Anything else?
I'm just gonna dash in the shadows here.
Okay. And we go to Eldridge.
Let's see. How far away is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Not very wise. That would be a 5.
That is a fail.
And that's with the one at the door?
Yeah,
Okay.
one that's been damaged.
Okay.
And that would be 9 points necrotic.
Nice.
And
She can have it right.
I got 3 of those. That'll be good for now.
Okay. Alright, Loki. You see the one that they've been kind of banging on, like right there by the door.
Olaf's gonna go up. Over there. And bite him. 20.
Nice.
Burning all the good rolls on the zombies.
9 is not a good roll, 2d12s.
19 damage.
Whoa, that was totally dead. Boom.
And then I will bow shot the other one.
And then, because you got extra attack now, huh?
Yeah. 14.
That hits. And you talking about the one by the trees?
Yeah.
Okay.
6 piercing.
Nice. Okay, zombie's turn.
This one's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
And try to attack. He's gonna try and well, he gets 3 attacks, so it's gonna do
Ooh.
1 bite. 18
Hit.
to the dog. Okay, that's 5 piercing damage. 2 claw attacks
Zombie die roll.
and another 18
Hit.
at 3 slashing damage and a 15.
Miss.
Okay, so 8 total.
Okay.
And then that one's attracted to it too. That's what I'm like. Can I just remove this thing? He's just dead. Alright, okay, same thing. Goes to bite. Oh, that's a 4. That's terrible. And 20, but not natural.
Okay.
So 3 slashing damage with that claw attack, and then a 10 is a miss. So just 3.
Okay.
Then we go to Bale.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Reckless.
With this shiny armor.
Reckless, great weapon master attack.
Ooh.
So, 20 not natural.
Of course it hits.
Can't roll once on damage die. 11 plus 10, 21, 25 points of damage.
Ooh, man, he's looking pretty bad now.
Second swing. 15,
Hits.
14 dead.
18 points of damage.
Oh, that zombie is dead.
That's 2.
Swing, swing.
And we got blazing fire. There's one more standing there.
There's hardly left me anything to kill.
Can he hit him with the
Yeah, but
Depends on the roll.
I was going to say, as long as it's not a 1.
He climbs up on the roof and shoots at the remaining zombies. 20 to hit.
That hits? Or, yeah, that hits. That's the phrase.
9 points of fire damage.
Nice. Okay, he takes that 9. And, it's starting to look pretty bloody now. And we go back up to Thalon.
I don't trust that there are only 3 at this point.
I think I threw a cantrip.
Well, I didn't rage.
1, 2, 10, 15, 20,
2.
40. And I will unarmed strike.
Okay.
Long rest.
There's a hut and a witch in here.
23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
5 points damage.
Alright, still kicking.
Bonus attack. Unarmed strike. Only 10 to hit
That hits.
for 6 points damage.
They're squishy.
Oh, he killed it.
His ears are about to ring.
Oh, okay. So yeah, zombie's dead. You know, like they kind of fall apart a little bit as you guys killed them, and you guys continue on.
I grab my bolt.
Yeah, take your bolt out.
Kind of a squishy suction sound.
Before we move forward,
Sure.
I just do a quick perimeter scan, seeing if I see anything else moving.
I'm gonna chop the zombies up some more.
So while he's chopping up zombies, you don't you just see that there's all these like broken down cottages. There's really not much to it. You definitely don't see anything moving around at the moment, in your immediate area.
Anything with a valve.
I'll take the zombies.
When we get back to the inn, we find this sword. I think maybe it makes sense for you to have the amulet. Because that's not sword, he's not sword, he's not sword.
Kind of.
You're short sword, not
I don't
long
remember
sword.
what the amulet does off the top of my head.
So it's
Bonus to weapon swing?
hold vampire,
Hold vampire.
turn undead,
Okay.
and sunlight. Well, it only attunes to you or me.
Should not be me,
Because he can't
because I go
concentrate.
literally crazy. With rage. Hold that.
I do have the.
Can't hold spells.
I just don't have a sword right now.
No.
Oh, because this is an offhand?
Well, it's another light weapon.
It's it's like a long sword.
It's a long. I'm guessing it's gonna be like a long sword that shines bright. And if we have all the sun on one person, it doesn't do us any good.
He's confident he's gonna find it.
No, I said if. I said if we find it. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I wouldn't use it because all three of those are concentration, and I
I
can't
can hold it.
concentrate.
I can hold it up while it goes and make the
They're
light.
effects of the amulet.
Yeah, they're not spells.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think. But anyways, enough
So,
meta.
how far into the
No,
how far
there's no meta here.
Strahd,
My character's talking to his character. That's why I moved up.
how far into the ruins did we get? Right around here.
You guys are continuing through to get, and then you get to the marshy part, and it kind of opens up, and from that vantage point, you can see like a ruined mansion, kind of up on a hill, outside of just above the marshy part.
What is this here?
Yeah, and then you see over to the north, you see the hut even closer, and you can see that it's like an intact hut that is sitting right on like a cut stump of a huge giant tree. The roots kind of come out all on all sides.
should just light it on fire.
We're just trying to get across the swamp without waking the giant tree hut up.
I do have pass without trace.
I would like that, considering I have disadvantage on stealth.
So pass without trace, the veil of shadows and silence radiates,
+5, but it's disadvantage.
masking you and your companions from detection for the duration. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including me, has a +10 on a stealth check and can't be tracked except by magical means.
So do we want to draw her back?
I think we're just trying to get to the mansion right now.
Okay. Is that what we're doing? We're going for the mansion, not the hut?
She's supposed to be pretty tough. If we can sneak by, that would seem good to me.
We're here for the sword, not to kill a hag.
Yep.
Is alright.
I thought we were here for both.
Oh, the hut has the gem.
Hut has the gem, and
Well, if we
Let's try to
have
find
the
the
sword
sword
first.
Yeah, if we have the sword first, the sword might help us beat the hut.
I don't think we're fighting the hut. This is Java. Yeah, okay.
Sneak, yeah.
You guys are gonna sneak down to the mansion.
Turn invisible. Use my only favorable skill set.
It's pepper.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
Pass without trace, is that a spell for you, or is
Yeah.
that...
Pepper.
You like
You
double
can.
fireball there?
Because
Yeah.
we're both
We're in the
loud.
middle of combat.
So sneaking's not going to be advantageous for us.
A veil of shadows and silence.
It gives us +10. So as long as we don't roll natural ones.
For an hour.
For an hour? I don't think it'll take an hour to get there, but... Get into the street and cast it?
It's, what is it? Abjuration.
Yeah. Into the street and cast it and try to sneak across the
Yeah.
squishy stuff to the mansion.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then concentration, so soon, if we go into combat, I just drop it anyway.
If we need to, yeah.
Sounds good. Alright.
Sneak.
You guys start sneaking across the marsh to get to the mansion. We'll go ahead and do all stealth rolls.
You gotta roll 2, right? Disadvantage?
Yeah.
No.
So
Oh!
25.
Why?
You roll an S on one.
Why? No, I rolled a 20.
You wasted a 20.
Like you would think.
Still a 22 though with my low dice. So,
25 on my low.
35.
21.
And that's with the advantage, or
28.
okay. You guys get across with ease.
Actually, I had 35 too.
So you see the ruins of the mansion, and south of that is an untamed garden. There are broken walls that no longer can contain the garden. East of the ruins, someone has erected a crude wooden fence forming a circular yard in which several goats are penned. Surmounting the fence posts are human skulls.
Surrounding the fence, you say?
Goats and human skulls sounds a bit deep.
Surmounting, so I'm assuming like on each
Yeah.
fence post you see human skulls on the circular fence, and there's how many goats? It just says several goats. Nine goats are trapped in there.
Does it look like there's any path from the hut to the circle of skulled goats?
Nope.
Is there any path at all to this gold?
There is not.
Ah.
And there's no gate in this pen.
Rage, loot.
So they're just inside.
Are they
It's
an
a-
early warning system, maybe? We should continue to use our stealth to thwart that.
Fireball some goats.
Oh.
Mutton for dinner.
It's like lamb, right?
No. Not even close. It's good though.
After some fireball? I don't know.
So go to the goats or go to the mansion?
I think we should continue to go past the goats
Yeah.
and go
mansion
go towards the mansion.
Yeah.
Maybe even come at the mansion from the west.
Or do you want to go through the garden and come to the mansion?
Well, I'm assuming that we're somewhere here-ish.
Right, okay. So to take
So
a
I'm
shorter
thinking
distance.
just come in,
As far as
Co-
away from the goats.
because I can't see behind it. We'll go around that side of the building. That way we're not near the goats because we don't need them bleeding and ramming the fence, and which, I don't know, laser beams coming out of the skull eyes. I don't know.
That works for me.
This could be goats with laser beams instead of sharks.
Deactivated flame skulls.
Yeah, so you guys go around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you kind of start to go in like into the broken parts of the mansion. You're investigating, and after a few moments of being in there, and we're not going to battle, a ghost apparition kind of appears in the middle of this like hall that you guys are standing in, and it's like entrails are kind of hanging out like ropes, you know, but like you can kind of see through all, you know, and
Eviscerated ghost.
he's like, "Why do you invade my home? Begone, I beseech you!"
Who are you?
I'm Laszlo.
Are you the master of the marsh?
I was once the burgomaster of this ruined village.
My memory is.
That's what Esmeralda said.
He and the creature. Can't remember the term you used, but they're the ones that killed Marina.
Why must you torment me? I must. My fate is a terrible one to still wander. My soul can never rest.
I look for a sort of light. Something to vanquish the fiend of the lands.
The devil Strahd.
Yes.
He's the one that tortures me so.
Can you help me find the sword so we can...
My shame is upon me for what I've done to my beautiful Marina. Strahd wanted to take her, but I killed her, thinking that that would save her. Then Strahd destroyed our lands with the swelling of the river. And now this witch lives here. Will you? And he kind of points to the ground. He's like, these little flowers that are like, out of all the death and destruction, that these little beautiful flowers like kind of growing inside this little mansion. Goes, will you please take a few petals to Marina's memorial?
Where's Marina's memorial?
If you travel west from here, you will find the monument, and you will find what you seek.
600 feet.
I reach down and I grab a handful of petaled flowers.
Yep.
I'll take them.
What can you tell us about Baba Lysaga?
Oh, she is evil, ancient evil. She's put up some animals, and she comes by now and then and plucks them. For what she does with them, I do not know.
Do you know her strengths or her weaknesses?
I do not know. No one has... The only people that have come here, may have seen them on the posts.
She only eats the goats? She doesn't rely on them?
I don't know what she does with them.
Well,
But please,
we'll go visit Marina for you and...
yes, please send my love to my Marina, for I cannot connect with her. Now please be gone. And he kind of starts to dissipate away.
Step outside.
To walk the 600 feet and go do that first?
I'm gonna sit here for a minute and ritual detect magic.
The only thing, as he was dissipating, you kind of saw a little bit of magic from the aura from where he was left. But nothing in the mansion area.
Let's go towards the grave.
Okay. You guys start heading across the marsh to the memorial. And Ranger, why don't you give me a perception check?
Oh wait, I have advantage because my pet is with me.
Let's say we
17?
go. Nice.
17?
17, okay. As you guys are going across, you see something else. You see almost like an upside down dragon skull flying up in the clouds. Kind of comes back, like traveling south from the northwest, and then it kind of floats down more in the air, like down by the area of the hut.
I just saw a dragon skull come from where Blazing Fire said that floating thing left. Like an upside down dragon skull coming around and went towards the hut.
Okay.
If she left, she's back.
Should we all crouch down and hide until it's...
Oh, we're still hidden.
Stop, drop, and roll!
I say we keep moving and worry about that in a minute.
So you guys head across. You see just a little bit above the marsh is a small plot of land, barely like 10 feet on each side, and there's an iron fence that kind of goes around it. And in the center of this plot is a life-size stone monument carved in the likeness of a kneeling peasant girl clutching a rose. And although her features are gray and weather-worn, she bears a striking resemblance to Irina. Carved into the monument's base is an epitaph, and all it says is, "Marina, taken by the mists."
I think we're here. 10 feet. Just due west from there. Take a minute and weave the flowers into a bit of a wreath and go up. Open the gate and go in and put it on our head. Is there anything glowing in
Your
here?
detect magic's still going. All right. So underneath the whole monument, you can kind of see a glow kind of emanating from cracks at the bottom of the monument.
There's something under the statue.
So, I was putting my flowers around the base of the statue. I can't see what he's seeing, but hearing what he says, I'm looking to see if there's an easy way to move it, because I don't want to defile it.
There is no like drawer or kind of anything. It's just underneath,
Underneath him.
like so you got this. Yeah, you got the stone
Underneath, or
monument.
is it in front underneath?
Like you see like little rays of light coming from cracks, like so it's like absolutely underneath it.
We'll try to push it.
Yeah, I'm gonna help him try to move this thing with as much
So you guys go to
care as we can.
you push it over successfully, and it kind of falls and it hits the iron fence and smashes the fence down. And underneath, you see this long box, like just like 3 feet down, like it was carved out. And
We'll
then,
tilt it back up.
Is it, how wide is this box?
oh my, how long's a sword?
Sword-shaped box is what I'm asking?
Six
Yeah, 6 by 2,
It's
maybe,
not
or
a-
6 by 1.
It's not a coffin, it's a,
No, it's not a coffin.
okay.
All right,
Grab the box.
all right. You open it.
One of you guys grab the box.
I'm not grabbing it.
I'll
I
grab
got the
grab it.
statue.
I got a
grab it.
page hand, I can,
I'll
I'll
grab
pick it up.
They grab the box and I'm gonna tilt the statue back up.
Okay.
My page hand is quite healthy for me. It's like 5 pounds or something.
There's a pat on my back as I just.
Who's got the box? You do?
I can hold it.
10 pounds.
And you
10.
Did you want it? Yeah.
I can go for it.
found it.
Okay.
Pulling a little bit.
You open it.
So you open the box, and what you see is like a hilt with so you see like without the sunlight, you see the hilt and everything right there, just laying in it. Of course, like there's like the empty space further up, right, and you just see this hilt.
Well, that wasn't efficiently packaged.
That looks weird.
Is it a lightsaber?
Is this... If this is what we're looking for...
Is it glowing now? Is that what's
The box is glowing. I'm assuming is absolutely.
Or is it
Yeah,
Really?
you're getting detect magic from all over this thing, from the hilt.
Do you want to reach in and grab it, or you want me to?
If this is what we're looking for,
So you pick it up,
You get struck by lightning.
and
It was nice knowing you, Mark.
Skelly hand.
hold on. And you pick it up and nothing happens.
The heck? Let me see. So he hands it to me.
It's glowing from your detect magic, but I mean nothing happens as you pick it up.
I got nothing to help with that. It made me attunement.
The sorcerer kind of suggests something.
Oh. It's a holy symbol, I'm guessing, or I'm guessing it's a holy weapon, so it's either the paladin or myself.
Well, you remember
Never.
like the medallion you had.
Yeah.
You basically had to hold on to it for like 24 hours.
Right.
I don't want a long sword.
I'd replace my longsword with one of the light. Alright, I'm gonna take a length of rope and
Okay.
tie it to my belt on the left side.
And you do that.
Can you memorize remove first tonight? It's not mine.
What do you think? This thing's like the amulet, like you suggested, you know.
just need to wait a while.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well,
Uh-oh.
What's that?
What?
What was this question?
You memorize remove curse.
Alright, well with that, let's take a quick break.
It's definitely not going to help.
So you guys put the monument back. You put the sword on your belt, and
Pick up the flowers that fell over and put them back on the statue.
Loki, again, you see this floating dragon head, but this time it comes over, and you see it head over by the mansion and kind of go over and then float down, and you hear this like screeching goat sound, and then it floats back up and then heads over towards the hut.
Sounds like familiar or something.
Well, whatever it is, it certainly did what Laszlo said it does.
Well, we got what we came for. Let's get out of here.
No, we shouldn't
Still got the
find the
gem.
gem.
Nah, we're good.
No, we didn't.
You didn't get us killed.
You want to see if Laszlo knows about the gem?
Maybe. Plus, he
Hey, you
didn't
seem
really,
kind of cranky.
Yeah, but he's like,
he didn't really
We
want
also
to.
didn't our help tell us that the tree had the gem? In the hut?
I thought, isn't that what Maureen said?
Muriel.
Muriel? Jesus.
She said that the witch hid it somewhere, but she doesn't know where. Could be under.
can't hurt to ask him. I mean, you know.
Is he even gonna come back?
These are his lands. Maybe he's got some sort of ability to notice it for him.
Except he doesn't know anything about what she does with the goat, so what the heck is he gonna know about what she does with the gem? I mean,
Plus,
she seemed kind of ignorant.
He's kind of cursed to
Yeah.
the man.
At least,
Yeah, we didn't see anything else in the mansion with the
yeah.
magic check, so.
I don't think he's gonna leave there either.
Let's pick a fight with a building.
Which part of the land is least likely to have attacking roots?
I think she's there and she's been sending this thing out to do her bidding.
How big of a tree is it?
Well, the tree's been cut.
Yeah.
Right, but
How big around?
30 feet? 60 feet?
I can't
120 feet?
figure that out.
That was like 100.
It looks like 15 by 15,
To be honest with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but
not counting roots going out.
What's this?
the graveyard?
Yeah, it's just the local cemetery.
I think we should avoid the cemetery if there are zombies around.
Close to the mansion. Beeline to the hut?
Just to make sure no one got hurt or used any spells from the zombie fight.
Right?
Correct.
Cool.
So what's our safe word if it's time to run?
Run?
Esmeralda's like,
Got it.
come on, let's go.
I'm like,
She looks serious.
Yeah, mention the hut. If we want to, we can fireball it.
Do you have that?
Firebolt it.
I do firebolt.
It's a cheaper spell.
I can firebolt it all day long.
Cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could fireball.
What is twin fireball?
Twin fireball? That
Do
means
you
I
think
get
the
this
ground
first
might be
fireball plus one.
firmer if we go around and come over this way?
Does it cost 2 spell slots?
Does there look like there's a more solid path to the hut?
It's all marsh until you get right up to
It
the
probably will.
The tree.
It's just
To the tree,
it's
yeah.
quite so much
because it's
bigger.
kind of it's sitting kind of on a little mound in the middle there.
I have a computer.
What time of day is it?
Well, I mean it's barely noon, I would think, because after everything
2
you
hours
guys
there, yeah.
I say we go towards the hut. We spread out about 20 feet apart. Keep 20 feet between us. That way if something comes flying out of there, it's not going to hit us all. And
I'm game.
The biggest bad we've gone against, so
I don't know, the dragon is kind of zappy.
This one probably will be harder. But it'll be cool too.
I don't know, something that is able to fly around in a dragon's skull.
I'll go forward with the wolf.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm assuming you're sending the wolf
You guys kind
forward.
of spread out, start heading towards the hut from the south, and as you get close, as you get closer, you kind of hear a little squealing sound, and then just silence coming from the direction of the hut, and let's go ahead and let me do this. Let's set this up for you guys. Let's say hut.
Maybe you can call your friend.
So what I'm gonna do is just use these squares too. Like it's just that the map was so small. So you guys go ahead and redo, or you're coming at it from that angle. I can move it. I can just move it over.
Eldridge is with the wolf, right?
All of these maps need to be at least 100 or 240 feet across.
So as you approach it,
Greg's not even paying attention.
so you
Keep moving your character further back.
No objection.
oh, and there's no ghost.
20 is up to
Esmeralda.
Oh yeah. So Esmeralda, she's kind of like who wants to.
Who wants to poke the bear?
I'll just put her kind of like right here.
You got a bow.
You so Loki, you're kind of closest to the front. You kind of see this dragon skull kind of parked right out front, and then you see hanging out on each end from the wall or the corner of the hut. You see these big cages hanging, and inside the cages are like several ravens in each cage, and they're kind of squawking and making noises because like they're not happy. And like they're, obviously they're trapped inside these cages.
I can't tell you anything, but too far away. I don't want to yell it.
You don't hear or see anything else.
And the hut is solid wall.
Yeah, it's just solid all the way across. I would say it's like 10 feet tall, just with a little kind of
I'm gonna go
lock,
over
like
here
a trapper's kind of roof.
and look to see if the door's open and if I can see
So you
anyone.
get to that point, you notice there's no door. It's just open. And from inside, you kind of like just see a little bit like the steam kind of coming from the inside, like
cooking goat.
or some sort of hotness,
Hot meth.
hot mess. Yeah.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Here's a picture of a hut. If it has windows, that's just the front door.
Isn't there an anime story that has that hut in it?
Elevated like that? Elevated
How-
like that, or
Yeah, because it's up on the stump, like.
okay.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, that's a good movie.
What are you guys gonna do? Ranger's thinking.
I'm gonna move
Oh, he's too
So
closer.
I'm going to cast Spike Growth, and the ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage every 5 feet it travels. The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a wisdom perception check against your spell save DC to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering it.
Okay, where are you gonna? And it's a 20-foot radius. So where are you gonna
But
do
you
it?
can't see.
Right outside the door.
She'll see it.
On which side of it? Like right there. Okay.
Well,
Is
it,
it
it,
20
it, it catches any creature, so if you put it there, 1, 2, 3.
So you need radius? That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fireball.
You need to make sure it's...
Like you could cast it further over that way, and then
Yeah,
Cover
so
this whole exit
Yeah.
area.
yeah.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Because it looks like she needs to step out to get into the flying skull.
I'm gonna see if the birds have any reaction to me saying "friend of the feather."
They kind of calm down a little bit.
Just a guess.
From inside the hut, you hear like a, "What's going on, ravens? Sing me some more songs." And they start to kind of squawk a little bit and get loud again.
I want to make sure we open up those cages before we fireball it.
I could stealthily try to go open up one.
What's your stealth?
+7. Which is
Same.
We have to climb up on the roots though.
Elevated tree.
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the lighting?
There's no light coming from inside. I mean, you guys just have your, like, it's just pale light from the cloudy,
Without this vision.
Really foggy fog.
foggy fog.
But I can teleport in shadows.
I can tell what the formation should be.
So we all get lightning bolt.
Why make it easy?
So, am I in an area or near an area of dim light or shadow?
No. There's just flat daylight from the cloudy day.
That wouldn't have been. That was too far
There's
away.
like if you got real up close, right up to the wall, like where the roots are coming out, there it's kind of dark in between the roots there.
Okay.
Is this elevated to the point where you can walk under the house?
So the pictures, the description says it sits on the stump of a tree, but the pictures kind of shows it.
Okay, so it's on the ground, so we
Yeah.
can't go under.
Well, until this thing stands up and
Until
walks around.
I don't know that yet. So
I'm just guessing.
just make a commotion.
So how far above the ground would the cage be?
If you were to get up on that root, you could probably like easily get there. The cages. You could definitely see that there's locks on the cages.
There has to be a lock.
Of course there is. Why not?
Just make
How long is your detect magic going to go?
That's what I was just looking.
10 minutes?
Just make it.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes, so
Let it
it's-
go.
Yeah, it's definitely gone. Unless you're
We're
casting.
either going in or we're not going in. We're trying to get her to come out. If we're trying to get her to come out, we gotta do something to make her come out.
Let's try this.
How many
gonna
ravens are in
walk
one
over.
cages?
And I'm gonna hit the root with my weapon.
Okay, go ahead.
Warhammer.
Swing your attack.
That is an 18 to hit.
An 18 hits.
And it does
2 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Alright, hold on, I gotta start this thing over. Running camera.
You take that root, reach it over and grab it.
I'll have to remember the 8 points of damage. Alright, roll for initiative. And Bayo.
14.
And Blazing Fire.
7.
And Loki.
9.
That's my
The last one.
And Talon.
23.
23. And Eldridge.
24.
24.
Always one up
And
with
then
you.
what
No, it
about,
was last time.
what about, let's see here.
It's that plus 7 that helps.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
plus
this
7. It's not.
one.
I'm alert. Can't be surprised.
Start. And it was 8 points of damage, right?
Yep.
Okay, we are now in combat, and the first one up will be Eldridge again.
So is there any movement from the...
So yeah, the roots kind of start to move, and like it's getting ready to attack back. And then you hear from inside like, "We have visitors!"
Okay. Let us...
Dun dun dun.
We're playing Lumberjack? I like playing Lumberjack.
Let me do Toll the Dead, wisdom saving throw.
On the hut?
Yep.
Ding!
Come on. Ooh, that's a 3.
That is a fail. And that is a horrible throw. Horrible throw. That'd be 4 more points of necrotic damage.
Go.
And let's see. Let's go ahead and throw out. Isn't that? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ding!
And let's see.
Hold on, I gotta add Elsman.
What do I want it to look like? I'm gonna look like a crow.
You should look like an axe. A woodcutter's axe.
Where's she go?
I'm just gonna keep hitting the house with a bird. It's ridiculous. Wait, that's damage. I have to roll for attack. Where did that land? 12 to damn edge. Okay, that's a natural 20. That's insane. 8 more points of damage
Alright.
from my bird.
Ding!
Anything else?
No, that's my attacking bonus.
Alright, Fallon. You saw the hut kind of shake and move a little bit. I mean, it shook the ground even a little bit, but not enough to like kind of knock you guys over or anything.
And we're on solid ground or marshy, so half speed.
You'll be marshy until you get to here.
Mommy, I was second. I was the second
It's marshy
guy in the game that was standing. Second guy.
Not a mellow march.
25, 30, 35. And I'll try to use my spear to jab block on the
Okay.
page.
I think I was just looking at that. So, you have to do a strength check. Unless you have thieves tools.
Oh yeah.
On the end of your spear.
I might have thieves tools, but I rolled a 20, so plus 25.
Oh.
Plus 5 for 25.
You smash that thing open with your spear, and just and it cracks open, and the ravens just fly out, and they start heading northeast from that one, and then the other ones start kind of getting even more loud and crazy.
I don't have enough distance left to me to try to go around the long way to get to the other side, so I'm going to stow my spear, grab my crossbow, and wait.
Okay.
And duck.
Esmeralda. So 10, 20, 30. And she is going to... Let me do it on here.
Cast meteor.
She's like, enough of this, and she casts lightning bolt towards the hut. And dexterity on the hut.
Do I need to worry about that?
What?
Do I need to worry about that?
It's lightning bolt.
You can move it between two.
It's a 5. You see this 5-foot line go out and shoot like that, and then ooh, what is her spell? Oh yeah, totally. It failed, and takes 8d6 lightning damage, 34 lightning damage to the hut. Yeah, and you just it kind of like riddles this lightning across all the roots and stuff, and starts to char it a little bit. And then that's her turn. Now, you guys. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I
Oh,
was
okay.
counting.
Okay. Out from the hut, steps on the ledge.
Takes
You
2D.
see this nasty looking woman, if you can call her that. She's got this robe on that's drenched in blood. And she comes out and goes, "Who dare takes my ravens,
She takes 2D
my
4.
pets?" 2d4, roll it.
Five.
Okay. She's like, "Ah!" She's like, "What is this little nuisance?" And she sees Loki off in the distance.
Bum, bum.
I'm not here.
What?
I'm not here.
Yeah, what'd you say? You're not here?
Yeah.
I'm just swamp gas.
Where's her stuff? Come on, man.
I'm just a ghost.
Well, that's the creepy.
Explosion.
There we go. And she casts right on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she casts fireball right on the top of the paladin.
Dexterity saving throw?
Ooh, wait.
And dexterity saving throw against her.
Where is it? I thought I had
Everybody?
something.
I
Yeah.
believe that will hit everybody, including the hut. And the hut actually no. -2. The hut saves, so it'll take half.
Advantage on dex saving throws against spells. You can see that when not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Natural 20.
Nice. So
Half damage for me.
you guys probably want to know what the number to beat is. So okay, what's yours?
Dawson, what are you laughing?
What is the number to beat?
Well, I'll tell you if you.
16.
Okay, you failed.
I take half damage.
From your.
No, you fail, you take full damage.
Not with evasion,
No evasions, if you make it, you don't take any.
but then half if you fail.
Oh.
Nice. Okay, so you'll take half. Okay, what'd you get?
Shield. What am I rolling?
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh. I didn't even add my modifier.
Oh.
23.
Okay. You actually pass.
17.
So you take nothing?
17 passes.
Natural 20.
Sweet. 2.
18, and then my wolf got 13.
13 failed. And Esmeralda failed. Okay, so let's roll the damage. Fireball. Boom. Okay, 27. So 27 for the fails, 14 for the halves, but and you succeeded anyway, so never mind. So if you succeed, you take half, right? But you don't take any because of your
Evasion.
27?
for the fail, yeah. But no, you take 14 because you passed, but your wolf failed, right?
Yeah. So,
I need 2 to have 15, 20, 25. Chop, chop.
And that's going to be her turn. So we go to Vale.
right.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
Go up and over the root.
You take 2d4, because even if it's allies.
Yep, and roll it.
Two ones, too.
The thorns kind of prick at your armor.
It makes me mad. I'm gonna rage. Okay, not great weapon master, but reckless attacks. 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
We're gonna burn a second level divine smite. So damage. This. The second one needs to get 3d8. So.
That's like all the spells that really can be.
6 is 15, plus 11 is 26, plus another 33 points of damage.
Nice. She takes that damage and no immunities.
Second swing. 21 to hit.
That hits.
First level Divine Smite. 14 plus 6 is 20 points of damage.
Nice.
Done.
She takes that damage. Now the hut's turn.
Oh no.
Okay. The root comes back, peels back, and tries to melee attack the paladin right there. 19?
Yep.
Oof, 32 bludgeoning damage.
Half. I'm raging.
And then it goes around and tries to swing at the monk with the other root.
Fire.
20. Natural 20.
Oh.
39 bludgeoning damage.
So it's not. There's no saving there. Okay.
Yeah.
So not evasion. What was it? The damage?
39. And then the back root picks up a rock and tries to throw it at the cat in the back. 14. It's a miss, right?
16. Yep.
Alright, then we go to Loki.
Yes! So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'm going to shoot at the whatever.
Hag.
The hag. 15.
That hits.
Oh. Okay.
12 piercing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my other action to try to shoot open the cage.
You wouldn't be able to do that with the arrow because it requires some strength to get to do
Okay,
that.
then I'll shoot her again. 21.
Hits.
9 piercing.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Blazing fire.
So this ground takes difficult terrain?
Until you get to the map.
So that's 10, 20. I'm going to cast haste on these two guys. We didn't get haste last time just because I want to be fair.
4 swings. 2 attack actions. 2 hits per attack. Well, I'm gonna have no spell slots after next round.
And I need to mark off tiny.
Wow.
3 or 4, 10.
It gives me 2 extra AC too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And your movement is double.
Good job remembering.
Good.
And that's it for now. I'm just going to try to get out of her eyesight. So I'm going to use my Tabaxi ability to double my speed. But it's halved. So that was
Your
1,
normal
2,
speed.
6.
Okay, then we go back to the top with Eldridge. Round 2.
Round 2.
Alright.
Jason just wanted to use fireball on this.
Dead.
Yeah, I'm warming up.
I told you, 20 feet apart. Y'all bunched up. Yeah, would have. 20 feet apart? You would have been able to hit maybe 4. Alright.
I'm making sure.
Okay.
I'm just making sure.
Let's see. So I've got 2 actions, double speed, plus 2 AC.
Yes.
Okay. So, First action, Prayer of Healing, level 3. Oh, that's a nice roll. 14, 17 plus 4 is 21. That gets 30 feet. So that is the Tabaxi, Esmeralda, myself, the monk. 5, 10, 15, 20 hits you also. 21 points of health back.
Nice.
Healing powers. Base +2 to AC. Advantage on Dex saving throws. Initial attack.
And
And the speed is double.
let's see. What do I have for bonus action?
1, 2, 3, 4. How much hit points did you gain?
21.
5, 6, 7, 8, 21.
I'm sorry I gave you too much.
I only needed 14.
Never heard anybody complain. That's too much healing.
You didn't get hit by a fireball.
I did get hit by a fireball. I just.
Okay, you did get hit by
So
the tree
bonus-
too.
Spiritual weapon. Oh, I moved 60 feet. Oh, yeah. So, she's going to get attacked in the face by a bird.
Okay.
That is 15 to hit.
That hits.
That hits for 6 points.
Okay.
And let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Still within range of the house. Yeah, I like that spot. I really don't like this creature. So let's go Guiding Bolt at 3.
To who? Or to the witch?
Or it's, yes. Guiding Bolt at 3. That is an 8.
My misses.
That misses. That sucks. And she's gonna get and the bird again. 17 before modifier. 7 more points of damage.
Alright.
Why?
I'm going to take a tree hit every round.
And that it. That one's up.
No. Going back to where I came from, so I'm out of sight. Make a move. Miss. Bye.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Gonna try to use my spear to knock the lock on the
Alright, strength check.
Ooh, nice.
22.
22. Breaks open again. Ravens go flying off.
Fireball clear.
Sure. Yeah, fireball clear, huh?
Well, if
Yeah, why don't you guys
Colin
just
would move
surround
away,
her now, okay?
Then it would hit over there.
One step out. Use my ability to swap equipment. Put my spear away. Draw my or drop my spear for a moment. Draw my crossbow. One crossbow shot. $17 to hit
That hits.
for 10 points of damage,
Nice.
and then I'll
She's
use
not
my
like she's not resistant to anything.
I'll use my last 5 feet and head back there.
Okay.
And she seems kind of squishy.
Esmeralda. Oh, she can't do that on someone else.
God hates.
She's gonna go up to here and try to whack at the so she gets 3 attacks, 2 with the rapier and then 1 with the silver short sword. So she's gonna do first attack. 16, does that hit the hut? Yes, it does hit. So the hut takes 12 piercing damage with the first rapier attack.
I feel like the hut's the real enemy.
And then 1 more Right, that's 2 3. Alright, so 22 hits. That's 8 more.
You hit for 32.
Oh, it gets 3 attacks. I get 4.
And then she gets with the short sword.
Am I supposed to take that?
15 misses.
15 misses the hut?
Yeah.
When do paladins get similar level spell slots?
And then she yells, just, watch out for the witch! And it's Baba Lasaga's turn. She looks at the paladin with her finger. Dun, dun.
You're Baba Yaga.
And Constitution saving throw.
These are bad for me.
Don't end up like that.
15?
15 is a fail.
Let's go.
You start to feel this necrotic damage come over you for 58 damage.
I'm at 1. No, like 0 is me and then I come back. That's what I'm doing.
And her finger of death does a ton of damage.
Finger wag of judgment.
Yeah.
Alright, wanna play? Okay.
The hut already went, so then you, on your turn, you don't go to that forest.
That's all she could do, so at Bale, you're up.
Okay, let's roll. First out of 4 swings, Great Weapon Master. -5 to hit, so that puts that to. I'm gonna burn Channel Divinity for that to make it 24 to hit.
That
It's
hits.
gonna go towards her. One hit point.
Divine Smite level 1. So plus Raging, so that's 16. Puts that at 20 slashing plus another 10, 30 points of damage on first swing.
Oh, 4.
She's really hurting.
Another one. 18 plus 2, 20 not natural to hit. Or another Divine Smite. For 24 points of damage.
Oh, she goes down. Oh my gosh. Oh, she falls down into the hut.
That was easier.
Pure anger rage swing towards hut. That's 15.
That misses.
Okay, hut misses that. Last swing. 19, 21.
Hit.
Burns, second level Divine Smite. Can't roll 1s or 2s. Can't roll 1s or 2s. That's a 7. 7 plus 16, 23 plus 12 is 35 plus 8 is
43.
43 points of damage to the tree.
Dang, nice.
That's all I got.
It's still doing good.
Let's see. 2 first levels and a second level spell slot. Okay, I have just my backup. Crazy.
Did you want to try moving?
Sensing
Nope.
Sensing that Baba is down, the hut goes whoosh, right back at the paladin.
Yeah, I was like,
17?
you have advantage, so roll again.
Oh, okay.
17 doesn't hit because I'm hasted.
31.
Yeah.
You take 28 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. Now. Slapped against the
The
hut.
paladin falls down, unconscious.
Boink.
And so then the second hit, it swings, comes back around to the cleric. 17.
That's a miss.
And then it tries one more at the monk. 32. Oh.
That's the attack hit?
That's the attack hit.
32 to hit.
They critted again.
For how many points?
67.
Holy smear!
It just you get like smashed deep into the ground from this thing. I'm assuming you go down unconscious.
Oh yeah.
67 is
Too
my
much shy of like maxing me out, yeah.
Luckily that's not like, was it twice your max or whatever. And then now we go to Loki. You see two of your members go down.
Nope.
Oh, that's not him.
Bonk.
He's over there.
We didn't see you, man. I don't know what you're
Yeah, we just saw another limb
Well,
walk back.
you felt it.
What was that?
Loki.
Whole ground shakes.
So I'm not concentrating on this anymore.
What does that mean?
Means I
The
stop
The spikes are gone?
The spikes
Okay.
dissipate.
Yeah.
50 points of damage that would have saved me.
Nice ally.
I didn't know they were there.
There.
I cast Hail of Thorns, so the next time I hit,
But you would have, because you were in line of sight of the area cast.
No, he has started. I was way back over here.
I thought you were here when you
so
cast.
next time I hit with a weapon, it will take an extra 2d10
Okay.
because I am using it as second level spell.
Okay. Nice. Do it. But do your attack. I'm assuming a bow attack.
Yeah. 20 not natural.
That hits. Do your damage.
Okay.
18 total.
Okay.
And that will last for a minute.
Is that
Oh,
a
and
bonus
I got
action spell?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And I
you
can
get
do it
one more
again.
attack.
Yes.
Because you got 2 actions, or 2 attacks, an extra attack.
Not natural 20 again
Okay.
for 26.
Nice.
So that and my attacks, and then I'll move up there. I will kind of move up with me a
Alright.
little.
Blazing fire is up.
Why am I going to cast Firewall? Because that would toast these dead people.
You don't want to give them automatic fails on the rolls?
No.
Sherilyn's tired. Slap, smack again.
What's the radius? 20?
Yeah.
10?
You could shoot over
20.
there.
Right there.
Shoot it off to the side.
Right there.
How about you?
If you hit it here,
Uh-huh.
I'm way away.
Okay.
At
You can
10,
shoot
I'm
too.
30, 40 feet away.
Okay.
Twin it right there and just burn this house to the ground.
And this is when Strahd drops in after we've all burnt all of our big spells.
Yeah. Yeah.
On his flaming horse.
Flaming horse with two people unconscious. Yeah, this is how boss battles work.
All right. Dexterity 16.
On the hut.
Yeah.
I heard about that horse. It's pretty powerful.
The 2.
Ah.
Fail. I think I failed.
I would hope a tree doesn't move very fast.
Yeah, it's got a negative dex.
D6s?
Like modifier.
You don't have enough D6s. So
How many?
I'll just keep
What?
rolling.
I got 8.
I got 2. Or 3.
It's 16 D6s. I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it seems to be immune to fire.
Can you
Yeah, the wooden house is immune.
17. Got it.
Oh, 10. 19.
36?
Yeah.
13.
49.
And 16.
65. Fire damage.
65
Fire damage on
You
a
just-
wooden structure.
It's still, it's definitely, I mean, like, there's boards falling, like, they're torched up. This loud groaning is coming from the roots. You did a lot of damage. It's still hanging in there, and we go back to the top of Eldritch. I'm assuming that's, or unless you're doing anything else.
Bonus,
I'm kind of tapped out.
Alright.
bonus action firebolt. Pew! Alright, with my haste, I'll stay engaged with the tree. We will cast 3rd level Prayer of Healing So that is 3d8 again. That is not the best. That's 15 points to Esmeralda, the orc, the monk, the wolf, and the ranger.
15.
15 points of health.
Oh, hell.
One tree
Health.
slap away from being back there.
Yeah. So,
You guys, get back up!
Oh, so I don't have
I'm
to do a
back to
saving
full.
throw.
Nope.
you automatically have your health back. So, and then the bird is going to slam into the house.
Back.
Wow, that's for a 9. That's not going to do anything. And then I am going to touch the tree at 4th level.
Stupid combat tracker. I hate this. I'm never using it again. It just like reset everything. Do you remember? I think
65 fire.
Yep.
no, but I mean like initiative order. So it
I
went,
was 9.
it went Eldridge,
Monk.
Fallon.
Which tree?
She's dead now.
It
No,
was
then
with
Esmeralda.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. For me.
I mean, I could add her. Hold on. Gosh darn it. Let's stick with my fantasy grammar.
She's standing on a pile of bones. Skulls. Cute.
After Esmeralda was Baba the Saga, and then
It was...
the Hut.
No, it was Dylan.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Then you,
And then it's the hut after me.
Yep.
It slapped me after I hit her.
And then it's
and then
me.
Loki.
And then Blazing Fire.
Stupid thing. Chop chop.
How many more level 3 spell slots do you have?
And whose turn is it now?
Mine.
Okay. Go for it.
It's my second action. Alright.
What does she take before? Or what did the Hut take for the damage on the?
Crow?
Yeah.
Oh no, the crow missed with the...
The crow missed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, crow missed with a 9.
I have to get its health back to where
This'll
it was.
hit.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Channel Divinity plus 10 to hit. Makes that a 23 to hit.
That hits.
We're casting Inflict Wounds at 4th level. That's 60-10. That is a 10. That is a 10.
That's a spell I'm thinking of.
So that is 12. 15. And
Mom, how do you spell bad?
15 and 14 is 29 necrotic damage.
All right.
And the suicidal bird goes for an 11.
Oh, bedrock.
All right. It's still hanging on, and we can go with a Fallon.
Shaking it off.
Getting out of the mud.
So in my hand, I still have my
Wait, I got
crossbow.
Yep.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
switch.
he popped the cage, dropped the spear, crossbow.
so 17 to hit.
All right, but you are in melee range with the crossbow to the Hut,
So it'd be
so that would be with disadvantage.
So that one was 17. That was 24. 17 or 24.
Okay. 17 still hits.
For 5 points of damage.
All right.
Then I'm going to yes. I'm gonna unarmed strike
Sandal attack.
and burn the key point
attack.
for stun.
I'm gonna stun a tree?
Yes.
Man.
Where did that go?
Well, I'm on.
Yes. Stunning strike.
This does much better than the last tablet for battery life.
That's not my doing pretty cool.
20,
I want a battery.
24 to hit
Yeah, of course.
for 9 points damage.
As you do your attack, the tree, the roots, and everything just go lifeless, and just
Kick the tree to death.
and
Yeah.
as it's smoldering, you know,
Single attack.
and yeah, you destroyed it, so we are out of combat.
Wow.
Nope. So that's what happens when you have a suicidal orc for a paladin.
Alright. I'm gonna go.
Well, that was interesting.
Gonna sit
Search
down.
the body.
I'm just gonna sit down.
Wow, looking for that gem.
Okay, so on her, there's nothing. She had barely a robe on that was bloody.
Can I search the hut?
But now that you're there, you guys look inside the hut. You see some old furniture, including a wooden cot, a wicker cabinet, slender wardrobe, wooden table, a stool, wooden chest reinforced with brass bands, and an iron tub stained with blood. And in the middle of the room is a ghastly wooden crib with a small angelic child sitting in it. And all the furnishings except for the crib are bolted to the floor. Beneath the crib you see kind of like a green glow seeping through the cracks of the floorboards.
What'd you see?
That's unnatural.
I'm gonna go and check it out.
Okay.
Oh, holy hell's.
So you step in and you see what I just described, and you see this baby just kind of like whining and fussing in this crib, and then underneath of it is a green glow.
I'm gonna
Like-
investigate the green glow.
Okay, so you look down, and as you look down, you kind of like you're about to bump into this crib, and it's just an illusion. And you, when you touch it, just kind of fades and goes away. And then there's these wooden boards, for the floor, and then the green is emanating from under the wooden
I'm
floor.
gonna rip out the boards.
All right, strength check.
No. 20, not natural.
Hold on a second. 20. You smash through, and then you see a cavity down there, and you see a familiar green gem down beneath.
Yoink! I got it.
As you go to grab it, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Duh.
Boom.
Natural 20, 27.
Oh. So you go down to snatch it and pull your arm out, and as you do, like these like teeth-like things kind of close down, but you were able to get your hand out just enough as it closed back up on like this.
It's a D-limmer.
And now you have the green gem in your possession.
I walk out. I have the gem again!
My mage hand punches you.
That floor had teeth. That was weird. I told you, unnatural.
There was no baby.
It's like on the thing.
It's like it's gonna be a mimic, isn't it? It's gonna be a mimic illusion. Just
And there was a chest inside.
I don't need it. Actually,
I'll go back in for the chest.
Okay.
Poke it.
Don't make me hit you with my mage hand.
ginger water.
You can't see me.
I moved over here.
This is not cod, right? That is not cod, that's chicken.
It
Yes,
seems
that's chicken.
it seemed like there's no lock on it. It just looks closed.
All right, I'm gonna poke at it with the head of the warhammer to open it up.
Okay, so you open it up within what, like 5-10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It explodes.
Of course it does.
No saving throw, anything. Just an 8. 18 thunder damage as it comes out. But then once that opens up, there's a bunch of stuff
I
inside.
can't tap you on the shoulder and punch you.
So once you
Just watch.
recover from that, you look and you see that there's 1,300 gold pieces inside.
What is
1,300
that divided by
gold.
5?
And
You don't see 1,300 gold. You're outside.
And
Next to the door.
Grace of the cleric.
It's medical fees.
can't spell.
Neither can
What does this do?
Google's a wonderful thing.
Spell check.
Okay, so you find 2 scrolls, spell scrolls.
Okay.
Looking at them, one of them is called Mass Cure Wounds.
Mass.
What is that?
Lots of.
Lots of healing. And a scroll of Revivify.
Now he's actually going to kill one of us. He's going to kill one less of us.
Just revivify Strahd.
Okay.
He's undead though, right? So maybe that'll hurt him.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You know how some games are like that, you know?
Throw a healing potion at a zombie to deal damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's it.
Like when you
And you guys got the gem.
Minecraft out of zombies?
Yep.
Oh, I have the
Sword.
gem.
Not a bad day's work.
There's nothing in the desk.
No, it's just all junk. There is the bloody tub.
Full of a goat.
What?
I said full of a goat.
Well, you look over, and you do see like looks like some hairy goat parts and stuff. Like she was like bathing.
Eating a goat's blood.
Yeah.
Real Indian food.
Dropped all my dice.
What about the dragon skull?
It's just there.
I'm gonna hit it.
Nothing happened.
Thought it was gonna be like fake.
Do you think any, like, the Friends of the Feathers might be interested in this? Not the Friends of the Feathers, it's Keepers of the Feathers.
What type of dragon skull is it? Like,
You'd have to give me a pretty good investigation check.
Okay.
11.
Yeah, you can't tell. It's been kind of worn down with age.
If they're interested, they can come back.
But how old would the dragon be? Like young adult?
I mean, it was big enough for her to sit in the skull of it and ride it around.
Right, like a chariot.
Or adult? Or even guardian?
Alright.
Horses, that way. Go.
Yep.
You guys head back
The mud
to.
sound.
No, the scarecrows.
Oh!
Well, we're going back this way and around.
You guys work your way back, and you don't seem to have any trouble getting back to your horses. And then, what's the plan? You gonna go let Muriel know?
I was gonna say, is Muriel still blinking her light over there?
You guys look over, and after looking for a few minutes, you do see the light starts to flash again.
I'd say, I'll go ahead and quickly head over.
Okay. So you ford over with your horse and head on over. And as you come up onto the little hill that she's at, you notice that there's quite a few more people around, and they're like, patching her up, and they all have these like kind of feathered coats on. And while they're dealing with her wound, they look up and they say, "You."
You met my companion Loki before, but we've vanquished the witch, we've destroyed the magical
also-
tree, and
You also freed us. Thank you.
What is it?
We were trapped in the cages.
Or should it just fill it in?
Thank you for
Until I
freeing
follow
us so
it
that we
to
could
the
also
house.
help our companion here.
And it looks just
well,
like a
there are going to be
really
some fireballs there, and I didn't want you guys caught.
We were worried about that. We were squawking pretty loud. We couldn't obviously, transform back into our human form. Did you guys find a gem?
We found the gem, and our goal is to take that back.
Well, we could take the gem back to the Wizard of the Wines for you, so that as a thank you for helping us.
Well, I don't have it with me. As I said, my companion Loki is the one who grabbed that. You can head over to the side of the river with us.
We'll come along, and they start to follow you, but then when they get close, you see that they kind of transform into the ravens, and then they fly over the river and land, transform back into humans, and they say, "Yeah, we will take the gem to the Wizard of Wines. They will be more than happy to know that they now have 2 options for the wine in the lands, and replant that back into the vines."
I give it to them and I tell them to tell whatever his name was that it's from Loki, the travelers, and he owes us.
We all owe you guys a debt. That with our lives, once we take the gem back, we will return to the Blue Water Inn and get some good rest.
If one of you has the energy, because of what happened in the town last night, can one of you check with Danica and then report back to us? Because we're going to be on horseback for at least 2 hours getting back.
What happened last night? We've been trapped here for weeks.
Well, just ask Danica if it's safe for us to return to town.
Oh, okay. Well, it might take some time for us too, because we're going to go to the Wizard of the Wines first.
I understand if the timing works out.
And then they take the gem, they transform. A couple of them kind of hold the gem as they fly off, and heading west.
African or European gem?
What's that?
African or European?
Ravens?
Yeah.
I don't know. Barovian.
Loki looks off and says, "My precious."
Giant monsters you find up on Cabbage Hill. Jesus. Those are big birds that rest stop.
And they head off into to the west towards the Wizard of Wines.
The big gray wonder. Alright, so shall we saunter back north?
Yep.
And if we're not able to go to Valaki, maybe we can go to Crest.
Crest is like a whole another day out there.
We have to give Danica the horses back.
Or we can also go to Ravenloft.
I'm not
So-
that hungry.
You guys start to head back, and you're traveling for a while. I'd say by this time, it's not quite dusk, but it's getting close. And as you are approaching the western gate, you get closer. Still a little ways from it, you see a familiar carriage parked, full in black, with ghostly looking horses, and doesn't seem to be a rider, or a driver. And as you guys get closer, a door opens, and it's really like right. You'd have to go around it to not get it.
Go around it.
Yep.
You start to go around it, and it kind of moves a little further, like to kind of block you from going around it. Inside, you kind of see a figure just sitting inside, but you can't make it out because it's so dark in there.
Who's going in the carriage? Go in the carriage.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go closer to the carriage.
So you go and you look a little closer, and inside you actually see two figures. You see one Madame Eva sitting on one end, and she's kind of just like, "Hello, Loki. We meet again."
Who's the other one?
The other figure looks unconscious, and it's one Van Richten.
I'll walk back kind of slowly and tell them that Van Richten's knocked out. And
It seems we've all been invited to the castle this night.
I'm kind of pushed.
you can spiral.
The horses are loners. We really need them to get them back to the Blue Water Inn.
Stand
I-
long.
Hefty late fee.
I don't know how much longer
Should I try
our
putting a Pokeball?
host will wait for you guys without danger.
I don't know what I
Why is
should
Van
do.
Richten here?
I think I should fill it in.
It seems he is an invited guest of our host
Why
as
is he
well.
knocked out?
He did not want to
There's
come.
nothing.
He was already in the carriage when I was also invited.
Yep, take a nap in the carriage on the way over.
Because we never took the short rest. Oh, can I meditate on my horse?
I
You enjoy
would,
horseback riding that much?
I would suggest that you all get in the carriage. Unfortunately, the wolf won't be able to fit.
It doesn't want to let us pass. The alternative is to...
Are we right in front of like Volake or?
It's a little further up ahead. Like you can see the gates kind of like way down there, but it's kind of like it's far enough away that
Horse's butt and send it on its way. It'll make it back there.
I think so.
Semi-irritated vampire
As-
because we didn't go
as-
last time. Pissed off vampire because we didn't go this time.
Esmeralda's kind of like looking. She's confused, but she's like shocked. If Van Richten's in there, maybe we should go see what Strahd wants. See what's going on. Maybe we can get Van Richten out of there too.
We do have his invitation. It did...
What did it
promise-
say?
Didn't it promise safe passage for a meal? Or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you remember correctly.
Dinner date.
With the vampire.
Alright, just slap my horse's butt and send it towards the town and get in the carriage.
Yeah.
And then Esmeralda reluctantly hops in. She goes, "Please let me sit next to Van Richten." And then you all get in the carriage.
Yep.
And the door closes and it starts to kind of move along, but like actually we'll take a quick break.
Actually,
After these messages, we ride.
I don't think I get anything back on the shoulder.
Are you guys cold or just right or
No, I was
just go warm? Okay. I wanted to,
Or
I was hoping you'd say let's keep it open still.
health or ability side or replenish some sort.
Thanks.
What level does a paladin get second level spell slots?
the same as you.
Is it level 8 or 10?
Wait, no. We get ours at 3 or 4.
Oh, okay. I thought you just talking about next.
Oh, no, I don't know when I get thirds because I multi-class into a barbarian. Because, well, swinging an axe.
I've hardly cast any spells on tap. Of course, when you...
Hey, Mom, my Pokemon.
So you guys get in, the door closes, and it starts to go, but you can tell that things, like, all of a sudden, things seem differently. Like, everything's kind of just moving in a weird, kind of, like, floaty waviness when you look out the windows.
Restful enough for these guys to take a short rest?
Possibly. And you start to head east, and as you notice where you start to get to where the gates of Vallaki is, it just kind of goes right through it, like right through the gates. And you look, and you like the guards don't even notice. Like, they're just kind of like, as you go by, they don't even know you're going by, and you start to take this trip heading east, and Madame Eva is sitting there with her cards the way that she does. And, well, since we have a little while, you've already had your fortunes read. And I sense you've been successful. These cards can also help with it could give you a benefit or let's just say not a benefit.
I'm sure the monk's gonna go for this.
But
It always works out.
risk and reward. Would anyone like their fortune read?
Sure.
Is that a yes?
Or actually, I do have cookie dough.
Loki, shuffle the cards.
It's a card trick.
I'm a bad shuffler.
Dexterity roll.
Take the top card. What is it?
Executor?
Executioner?
Executioner.
You hear a hollow voice calling out your name. Your fate awaits you. You will hold on to that card. You may need it in the future. And then she asks for the deck. Anyone else want to test their fate?
Maybe that I'd be the executor, and then the person I'd be executing is Strahd. That'd be cool.
No?
Not feeling daring.
Go ahead and shuffle them.
I didn't get to play with the last deck.
Right, it's not a deck of many things, but it's close. And take the top one.
Seer.
Ah, the seer grants you great insight to peer into the waters. The recipient can cast the clairvoyance spell 3 times, at which point the power of the card ends. So hold on to that to remind you that you have 3 charges. 3 charges of clairvoyance. And out. One more time. Anybody else? Okay.
All right, good.
Go ahead and shuffle the cards.
Think of it as drinking alcohol.
You're drinking gasoline.
And go ahead and take the top one. This is your fate.
Dun, dun.
$1 million.
What?
Which one is that?
The beast.
The beast.
That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good.
Howling pain. Hunger. Hunger. A great evil will be released. Hold on to the card.
Oops. Sorry about that.
All I can say is, be careful around silver.
What?
And you have
Silver
just
dragon.
been afflicted with lycanthropy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait, what?
He's a werecat.
He's gonna be become a werewolf.
A werecat, yeah. Of all the ones to get. Anyone else? Not to try.
Why not?
Shuffle and choose.
Don Jun.
You have vision of the towers of Ravenloft. You will tremble in the presence of the great tower. We'll get back to that when you get to the castle. Everyone has had a chance to...
Is it peer pressure now?
Come on, man. Everyone's doing it.
Esmeralda's like looking at her because she's Vistani too. She's like, I'll pass.
Won't be a demon.
We don't know.
Maybe this time it would be a vampire.
So time goes on. You guys go. You pass through Vallaki, and you remember, like, you go through Vallaki and up on the hill to the far east. You start to see through the clouds the castle approaching closer and closer. And that doesn't have the... eventually leading to, you see 2 guard towers and then like a drawbridge that goes over a great chasm. And the carriage kind of pulls up to those guard towers and then just stops, and both doors kind of fly open. And Madame says, I think we're here. And
Take over 2 hours?
What's that?
Take
You were
over-
able to take a short rest, yes.
Doesn't do me any good.
Didn't do me anything.
Are you at full health? How'd that happen?
It's 15.
Right. Let's see that. And I believe 30. Oh, there it is.
Nothing happened. No sorcery points. No spell slots. No hit points.
I don't think anyone ever gets spell slots for short rests.
Warlocks do.
Warlock.
Yep, but they have limited spell slots. They're very limited.
Here's another spellcaster.
Oh, perfect. So here's the picture.
Worked well in last campaign, though.
These people are gone. And then
You have another ice cream that you like.
so you guys are getting out of the carriage, and at this point, Van Richten kind of comes to, and he's like, "Oh, he looks like Esmeralda. Oh, friends. I suppose we're dinner guests tonight, and I'm glad to see you all among the living at this point.
You should have seen us this morning.
Esmeralda, will you help me out?" And he looks, not like wounded, but he looks exhausted. And as you guys are standing at the 2 small gate towers, and you see the drawbridge, and you look up, And Eldridge looks at the huge tower of Ravenloft and gains 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oof.
From the fright of just this menacing tower.
Well, you need a rest now.
Yeah.
Exhaustion sucks.
Yeah. It does. And you guys all kind of walk across the drawbridge, even Madame Eva, and you come to a great like there's a giant wall like this and then an opening, and you can see that there's a great courtyard inside that. And with that, let me go grab some pieces up and go ahead and try to make as much room as possible because it's 2 pieces. Some of your stuff can probably hold the map down.
I've seen this map. It's huge.
So, let's see here.
Oh, wow.
If you could pull that one and have it go that way.
Jeebus.
Yeah. She's a big one. Try to bring it a little closer to me there.
Here.
There we go.
I can get underneath the edge of this.
Dude.
So you guys come here to the entrance. You don't have to put your pieces there just yet. You come to the entrance and you see that these 2 doors here, you can just see right into the entryway of the castle here. What's that? No, it's okay. You don't have to put your pieces down just yet. So you're all kind of walking towards, and you see that you look in here. With the courtyard, there's warm light spilling out from the entrance. And high above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame. There's the entry. Okay. And it looks like the doors are open.
Make sure not to get ice cream on that.
In we go. I don't want to be rude.
Might as well.
In we go.
Okay. You guys head in, and you first come to the foyer, and in here, 20 feet inside is the second set of doors, and inside there is a ground hall. Overhead, inside the foyer, you see 4 statues of dragons glaring down, their eyes flickering with torchlight in the 4 corners, just kind of looking down at you. And you guys go into the main hall, and coming down the stairs, you see a dark elf come down. And he has brown skin, long black hair, comes down this wide staircase here, and he wears a great cloak. And he says, "My master has been expecting you. Please follow me to the dining room." And he continues to walk across the hall and head towards these double doors. And from the double doors in that room, you start to hear, hopefully there's no commercial. You start to hear music coming. And he brings you guys along through the hallway. And you guys all come inside. I don't know where Esmeralda went. Someone have her? Okay. And he says, "Please sit down."
You can clean it up.
She sits next to him. I'll let the rest of you guys choose where you want to sit.
Sit next to the crazy lady.
And he stands right at the door.
Oh, open the gate.
I want to draw up my back.
And on this huge piano is a cloaked figure, beautiful black hair, playing this song. And this awkward, just kind of like moment where everyone's just kind of sitting and listening to him play. And the dark elf says, the master will be done in a moment.
Master's done when the master's done.
Master.
And he kind of sits for a second, turns around, walks over to the seat. We finally meet in person. I am Strahd von Zarovich, Lord of Barovia, King of this castle. Thank you for coming, though it seemed to take you guys a while to heed my invitation. Please, have some wine and some food. And you can see the table's fully prepared out with food and wine. And
I got high chews.
you got what?
High chews.
And high chews. And this is a toast to you, adventurers, who have caused so much chaos in my lands.
Someone's
He holds it up. He takes a sip. Some say you guys are heroes, but I
I
say
don't want the West. Kind of
you are tyrants.
Have no wish to lead.
What's that?
We're not tyrants. We have no wish to lead.
You guys have... Are you not the group that turned a small village whose only hope lied in surrealism and dreams? You destroy their dreams, and now people of the village of Barovia are killing themselves of anguish and despair. And then in Vallaki, you guys destroy the burgomasters, and now a town without leadership. And in Kresk, you destroy their hope, the abbot. You are going through village and village and destroying these people.
Guess how much hearts I have, Mom?
And you're destroying my lands.
Mom, guess how many hearts I have?
I don't know.
And you are...
It's over.
I invited you to my lands, and this is how you repay me.
Yeah, 320.
What say you?
The abbess was evil.
Maybe to you.
The Valaki's new burgomaster was evil.
She was bringing peace to the city.
Summoning demons, that's pretty peaceful. Yeah.
And the pies? No, he doesn't say, he doesn't say that shit. I suppose that you want to go back to your own lands and not be here?
I don't remember an invitation. I remember waking up here.
Well, I mean, I invited you into my lands.
No, you forced us here.
Well, you could blame the Vistani.
Who work for...
Well, no, you said you sent the invitation, therefore you sent them.
Hold on. Let me just get this out just in case. I too am also stuck in this land, afflicted with a disease that I have come to what's the word I'm thinking of? Like come to terms with vampirism. I don't know how well. I know you have my book, so I know you know how it happened. But it doesn't tell the whole story. Far to the south of these lands is a sacred temple. In that temple is evil itself. I traveled to that temple, pledged my life in blood to become immortal. All I had to do was slay someone I loved or family. So I took my brother's life. But unfortunately, that action made me lose the one I love the most, my Tatiana. And now, after all these years, I wish I could go back to that temple and never have done that. And Esmeralda's she's looking at him like she's angry because she's like, what happened to Van Richten? She's like, what did you do to Van Richten? He's like, oh yes, the monster hunter, vampire slayer. I caught him snooping around the castle. And he looks at him and he's how are you feeling, Van Richten? And he goes, oh, but we're quite weak. But I could still have a go if I wanted to. How's the wine? He looks around. You will notice that it's the champagne de l'Estampe. There's only a few bottles left in these lands.
He probably loves it. Why did you attack the church in Milwaukee?
Since you guys have stepped foot on these lands, I've been testing you. And testing your strength and your wit and more importantly, I thought you guys could help me get my Tatiana back. And he looks. But she's gone. Back with Sergei. And that is what you guys have done.
Well,
Good.
she wanted to go with her.
She belongs to me. She was mine.
You can't own a person.
What's he say?
You can't own a person.
Hold on. I need to pull something up.
Layer reactions, legendary reactions, how many spell slots, what's the high spell?
Oh, come on. Now.
Death glare.
Oh, there it is. Okay. But I will stay my anger to ask you a favor. I've called you all here this evening to ask you if you could venture to this temple, the Amber Temple. Destroy the evil that lies in the temple and retrieve the cure for my affliction. I believe that if I am cured, that these lands will be swept back to their own realm of existence. And because you are not part of these lands, you will go back to your existence. To your plane.
Why can't you go there yourself?
Because I am now vampire, I cannot destroy this evil. And so you could say that I have been grooming you guys for this task. He takes a sip of water.
Why was Van Richten and Bobby Yacht? Whatever her name is.
Esmeralda?
No,
Oh, Madame Eva?
Madame Eva invited you.
I gotta pull her up too. Sorry, there's so many people. And he looks at Madame Eva and goes, "Shall you tell them? Or shall I?" She goes, "Oh! Strahd is my half-brother." "I am Katrina, Strahd's father. Took my mother from the village, and I was born and cast off, part Vistani, part royal blood, not recognized." And he goes, "That's why she's here, so I can take care of her finally. And you guys are, you know why you're here too now. Will you do this task for me?"
What do we get?
Well, if you can succeed, hopefully you guys will go back to your plane of existence.
No, we don't want to kill him either. The Argon Boss wants him to suffer in eternity.
And I think you guys haven't had a long rest.
Yeah.
Just reminding everybody with a hair trigger finger.
So do we have a guarantee we'll go back if we accomplish this task, or is this just your hope?
Through my years of study, I'm fairly confident that if this evil destroyed and cure brought back, that I will be freed, and this curse on the lands will be destroyed, and things will be put back in their rightful place. And Madame Eva kind of goes, I kind of think so too.
What aid can you give us in destroying this evil?
What aid have you found? I mean, you have gotten the holy symbol, Sergei's sword, and I've seen you all in battle. You destroyed my godmother recently, the witch of the marshes. So I think you're more than capable of this quest.
You do it.
What can you tell us about this evil that you're trying to send us after?
It is the origination of the vampirin disease. Some would say an undead wizard. I believe the word is lich, as they say. And there is a mechanism that you guys will, if you find the right one, may offer you guys the same deal that I had. So be careful, unless you want to join me.
I think you could go for it. They made a movie about you in the Underworld series.
I've only seen the first one. Shall we finish our meal?
What's on the menu?
Dragon meat, dragon meat, dragon meat.
It's just like you see like turkey and ham and just like, you know, like all the rich stuff that people would eat, you know, like royalty would have. And he also, may I assume this is a yes?
Vote!
If we were to decline, do we even make it out of this room?
Well, you must know me too well. He looks at you and winks at you. You go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
10!
Oh.
Yeah, boy!
You are now charmed and regard Strahd as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. You're not under his control, but you take his requests and actions with the most favorable way, even going so far as to let Strahd fight you. He just puts his hand on your shoulder. Will you please do this quest for me?
Yeah, let's... I'm slaying evil paladin kind of goes hand in hand, you know. I think he's got a good point.
I'm seated next to Esmeralda, and I just kind of look over and... What do you think? I mean, he's going to kill us if we don't.
He kind of tries to whisper, like, I think we try this, and maybe we'll have another chance to get more healed up. Tonight is not the night to refuse him, I think. And Strahd goes, yes, I do believe tonight is not the night.
Yeah, not the night. Not the night.
There's no reason not to assume it's a yes.
Most convoluted maybe in the world.
Can our team have a vote?
I mean, yes.
Well, our leader says we should do it.
Hey, Loki. Wisdom saving throw.
That's good.
18.
Oh, just barely.
No.
He's like, you were a very wise ranger. He kind of sits back. I'm confident you guys will do this task and you will succeed. And when you succeed, please come back to the castle and you know, bring the cure, and we can end this curse.
Do you really want the curse ended?
I want to be free. I want my soul to be free so I can be with Tatiana. I know I can find her.
Isn't she dead?
Her body may be gone, but her soul lives on. Have you guys not noticed that in Barovia, that souls
It's stuck here?
live on? Yeah. So until these lands are free, her soul is still trapped.
Because her cold death is shallow, so that she can reach her foot, and she can also manipulate her
All right, we shall finish our dinner,
push the bandage off.
and you will be
Because
on your way. He snaps, turns into a mist, and then floats through the wall.
Get him in a jar!
And he floats through the wall. Both Esmeralda and Rickton are just like, I mean, they're a little almost like they're not trembling, but they're just like unnerved by, like, we could have just died just now. Like, I say we, and this is Van Richten, I say we, some of you guys aren't looking too hot. Might need some spell slots and stuff.
Says the man who slept here.
I'm still worse for wear myself. Why don't we go back to the Blue Water Inn and rest? Think this over. Figure out maybe if we could find this temple. And I say let's do it.
He hasn't given us a choice.
I know, I'm just trying to be positive. Because, and he kind of gets into that Victavio voice. He goes, because I believe if we're positive, we can get through this. Esmeralda goes, wow, he really hurt you bad, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely the Blue Water Inn.
Nap time.
And the door, Rahadin says, this way, folks. I will escort you out. And he walks you guys through the, and you go through the foyer and you look up, and those 4 statues are now red wormlings looking down at you. And Rahadin goes, puts her hands up, and they form back into statues. He goes,
Okay.
with permission, you may leave. And he kind of shuffles you guys out and then closes the doors, and you guys are out in the courtyard. And you walk across the courtyard, go across the drawbridge. There's no ride back though. You guys gonna walk back?
Nope.
I can't transform into a. Actually, I can. The bird and fly back. But that would be.
That'd leave them behind.
What's that?
That'd leave them behind.
Oh, yeah. After this, we go back.
Are there any ravens about?
Oh, don't come anywhere near this.
Not yet.
place.
No.
Alright, well, I don't,
Camp in the woods.
but I'd still want to be farther away than...
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the courtyard.
You want to go squatting at the edge of the Ravenloft?
Next to the moat?
Sleep under a.
The troll's bridge with the troll.
Mata Eva goes, I'm going to return to my camp to the south. I must consult the cards. I wish you well. And she starts to walk down, like crossing that one bridge to the south and heading towards, past the Seer waterfall and heading towards her camp down there where you had met her once before. And Esmeralda and Van Richten say, well, I guess we're footing it. By this time it's well after dark. I mean, it's like really late. You guys start walking back and you see a rider coming from the west towards you guys. And as it gets closer, again, you see it's a skeletal rider. And it just kind of rides right past you guys. It goes and follows the path and just keeps on going.
That's a messenger?
But for who?
Troll.
And you guys are starting to head back to Valaki. It takes a long time. couple hours to get back. And as you approach the eastern gates, the guards say, "Oh, who goes there?"
We're friends of Danica's. We're heading to the Blue Water Inn
Ah, you've been staying there.
for a few nights.
Okay. Well, keep your wits about you. There's been some murders.
This evening?
No, not this evening. It's an ongoing case. Can't talk about it, but just be careful.
Would the devil worshippers by any chance?
One looks at the other one and what do you know?
I'm a sorcerer, I know a lot of that.
He kind of looks you up and down. You may need to come with us.
And he turns invisible.
Where'd your friend go?
I don't see him.
You challenged a sorcerer.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion. No, performance check.
18.
Okay. You kind of like calm the guards down, be like, oh, and just be like, oh, he's just, he's just a little wild guy, blah, 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 and give him some weird story. And you tell a joke, and they kind of laugh, and they're like, all right, you guys go ahead and go on your way. And if you see that guy, though, tell him we're looking for him.
And that's where their shoelaces are tied together and they fall off.
And then they look at each other like, what happened? Like, did you do that? They kind of like blame each other. And you guys make it back to the Blue Water Inn. It's late, but you guys, have a key to your room. You don't even have to go inside. And you head up into the room. And Esmeralda, she goes, I'll bring Van Richten into my room since there's not enough room for all of us in yours. And, she has a key to the side door and goes in and goes up for the night with Van Richten. And you guys are now in your room. Talk amongst yourselves.
I need to meditate.
Greater invisibility and amount of spells.
All right, so you guys kind of crash out for the night, and you take a long rest. And unfortunately, we'll have to end a little early tonight because, like I was saying earlier, I thought that battle would last a lot longer.
Divine Smite.
For Baba Lasaga. And you guys take your long rest. And because you guys found the sword, you're going to be level 8.